He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Third and goal for the offense. Might be calling a hot route. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Gets the back moving. From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph. Flips it out to the back. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the 1st down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the 1st down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
Snap to the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Badger!
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Throwing, Williams. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's Williams to throw. Looking left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll keep it on the ground. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wide receiver going in motion. Joseph from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Williams open on the right side. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Williams on the play fake. Keeps looking downfield. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Williams will pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback really seeing the drag route start to come across the field. He puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Runs through a man, and he might have space. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Huskies have this offense rolling. It's Williams again. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Williams. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Taking it the other way. He's at the tip, and he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Badger! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run it. Plows through the defense. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Throwing, Williams. Escapes the pressure to his right. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, and they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Williams desperately trying to cut through the noise. Rushes on him. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Gonna let it fly. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here's Williams to throw. Pocket breaking down. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Williams looking for a man. Under fire. And down he goes.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy, man. He is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Making side adjustments here. Throwing Joseph. They're working that left side. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Looking to throw on first down. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Oh, they're after him. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on fourth down? You've got the playmakers. You've made some big plays early in this game. Field position would say you should punt it, but what does the head coach decide to do?
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback keeper. And he's going to lose yardage on that one, and that could be the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 3 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's the Gators coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. And maybe, just maybe, this win helps them turn their season around. They get back to 2-3 on the year.
Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Williams. Here comes the heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. His third down a little longer after that penalty. Williams will pass. He uncorks one deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw. It falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Joseph. He's going to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Again, it's Joseph. Finds his big tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Throwing Joseph. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive.
Return. Go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes the grab. Terrific run after the catch, but the question is, will it stand? The flag is out, and let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The offense changing the play. From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph. Dumps it to the back. He's got his man. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. The Badgers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Joseph. Got it. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Badgers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Going for 6. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Wisconsin. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it to the right. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback will keep it. There's a crease. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Four receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Those sloppy false start penalties can be drive killers. It's 2nd and 13. Williams. Here's a heat. Trying to get rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Williams looking for a man. Unloads it left. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. But that's a great start to this second half.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the 4th quarter. as we open the final stanza. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking for a huge play. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of a story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Williams to the air again. Fires to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical in the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Bringing the heat. He gets away. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Throwing, Williams. Working the middle, it's complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. Calls his own number. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Touchdown, Washington! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. There he goes. Got enough for the first. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Makes the grab. On the move is the 30. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Throwing Joseph. Unloads to the wideout. And he will take it in. Touchdown Badgers. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the 4th. Coming out with it, it's Washington. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to... Found a seam on the left. Touchdown, Huskies. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Joseph. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Looking to fire. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. He wants to change this route. Motion from the back. Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Washington. How about that D making the play and lighting up the board and swinging some momentum in their favor?
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. Back to the ground with the running back. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Timeout call by the Huskies. That's their second. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
He'll pull it down across the 45. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And, man, that puts this thing away. The QB comes up with another play. Plenty of plays to point to throughout this game, but this one right here ends it. Late in the game, they put it in his hands, and Palmer, he finds a way to get it done.
And you know his play caller was telling him in the headset before the snap, hey, if it's not open, take off and go get this W right now. You can do it with your legs. The defense decided to try and get after him with the pass rush, but they didn't keep him in the pocket, and he makes them pay for it.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football for David.